Welcome, 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 everyone. I don't know how I'm going to stitch these videos together, but I'm going to do it on my laptop somehow. But I want you guys to remember that it's okay for you to not put all of your love and expectations and all your faith and healing in your like romantic relationships. I think our friends and our family have a lot to do, and even our work relationships have a lot to do with who we are as people. And I feel sometimes people, I was also saying in my other videos, if you watch my Panacea Sunday videos, that there's an equalizer board that everyone's at. And depending on where your equalizer's at, like if you have volume all the way up and bass all the way up, you still have love at an all-time low, and you feel like you need to raise that bar up when it comes to somebody in a romantic relationship. And that's why it's good to give yourself self-love and appreciation, and give yourself time and be easy with yourself, and give patience to yourself, because it's a long journey, especially if you're going to think that you find one person that's going to come in and deal with all the baggage that you've had before you met them. And I'm not saying that that person's not going to come in, but they have to be willing to unpack that baggage with you. I also want to talk a little bit about financials and what people have been doing with their money. A lot of you guys been living outside your means. That's why you don't have money. And I'm being honest with you. A lot of you guys are sitting here thinking, I can eat out every day. I can go out every weekend. You need to be eating at home. Like, I know people say that groceries are expensive, but you making spaghetti and you prolonging it to eat it 2 days a week. Spaghetti costs, if you don't eat meat, because you can also eat vegetarian spaghetti. Spaghetti costs $10 to $15 depending on how much one, people you're trying to feed. So if you have a bigger family, and then two, depending again if you eat meat or not. So it's just like there's meals out there that you guys can buy. You guys want to buy name brand stuff. They're even telling us nowadays that the food that we get that's name brand is the exact same from the not name, like the generic and the name brand are the exact same, and everyone's sitting here like, oh well, I want the name brand, I want this. How about you live inside your means, and then maybe you can start living in this way that you want to. If inflation's going up, that doesn't mean that you can do the same things that you want to. So I don't want to get too much in that, but I think you guys are living outside your means. I think that if you have a goal, no one's focused on the goal because it hasn't came fast enough. And I can say that for myself, because in my relationship, I feel like things just like have not been working out how I wanted to in my eyes. But also I have the understanding that I've been patient and my boundaries have been crossed. So again, that's not for everybody. It's not always work related. It's not always relationship related. So let's get into it and say a prayer and get started. Ooh, I'll try to also slow down. Have a candle lit here for my ancestors and spirit guides. Heavenly Father, ancestors, spirit guides, protective angels, and higher self, thank you so much for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me a place to do my readings and a place to lay my head and connect with the collective. Today, I'm going to be doing a reading for the collective and myself as far as what we should be looking for towards the future. Why are we in this moment we are right now? And what is happening exactly when it comes to that feeling that we're missing on the inside, that feeling that you get when you feel like you can't necessarily see it. And actually, I can answer that for you guys right now. It's because they're giving me the answer right now. Because you haven't experienced it yet, that's why it's missing. If you've never experienced love, you don't know what it feels like until it's gone, so you can go back and to remember it. So a lot of these things that you guys are wanting to experience in life, it's not that you don't get to, or it's not here, or it's something that you feel like should be different. You can't see it because you're in the moment. And that's where everyone is. We're in the moment. We're in transition. We haven't stopped yet. I guess we got on the ships. The ships don't feel like my voice is cracking up. Shoot. The ships don't feel as cozy as we remember. Okay, so we're having to build things and still having to work even through the transition. It's not a transition where you get to rest. That is something that you also have to pray for. Again, spirit guides, protective angels, Heavenly Father, higher self, and spirit guides. Thank you so much for being here. If you're not called upon this reading, you're not welcome, and amen. I feel like I'm getting a lot of downloads right now about those ships coming in. I'm just going to flip the first card. Usually I don't do this, but I think a lot of people are really starting to understand where their worth is at, right? With the Six of Pentacles, this is, most people will call it a breadcrumbs card, but today I want to call it like, remember I was saying living above your means, or live in your means? These people is like, this person has all the money. Let's say this is our job. or the person we're dating, or the friendship that we rely on, or the family member that we think always has our back, they're giving, like, they have power over you. I'm just going to be real cutthroat, real simple. This shows me that somebody in your life could have power over you. This person could be giving you small things here and there and expect it to be okay. $100 here, $150 here, an opportunity here. And they're expecting you to still come back. So they want you to come back for these breadcrumbs. But I'm saying a lot of you guys are fed up. A lot of you guys been having, like, ooh, what would I call it? Like attention disorders. Like a lot of you guys feel like if the attention is not where it needs to be, or the spotlight where it needs to be, put it like this. If there's a play and you're like the person in the back in the house, and you're like house manager, or you're whatever, the person that's in the back doing everything, house manager, yeah, usually. And you see that people are on stage and not doing what they're supposed to do, and they're missing their cues, and they're just fucking off, and things just become more chaotic. You can't stay on track if the people around you are creating chaos for you, right? The people on stage are creating a narrative that you pretty much don't know what you're doing, or you don't know how to handle yourself, or you don't know how to handle your emotions. You can't handle your money. And this is what outside people are doing for you right now. This is what you feel like. You feel like that a lot of the pressure is on you, a lot of the judgment is on you, and that is because you are orchestrating the things that are around you. We have to put ourselves into a place where, how are people treating me? What do they look like in my life when they show up? How honest are they? How loyal are they? Are they integral people? And this is just, if what you, things that I'm naming, if that's something that you want in your life, look, do your thing. That's the type of level that I'm on. But I feel like if you are not somebody that wants that, you just want things to be easy. I want my life. I don't want to work anymore. I just want to be able to have fun. I just want to be able to go work and do this. Don't expect anything else, because now you're reaching into a higher realm. I feel like I'm talking to somebody when I say this. If you don't want to do the work, stop expecting things to come to you. I'm talking to myself too, because sometimes I don't do the work. I want to dip in the higher realm of what other people are doing, but I'm not willing to put myself always in that cookie cutter box of what things are happening. But I'm just being honest with you guys. If you are somebody that wants the bare minimum in life, meaning that you want to go to work, you want to come home, have a sustainable lifestyle, chill with your family, but you don't like where it's at in your life and you feel like you should have more, you have to be a role model and you have to level up. You don't get a chance to sit here and say other people's not doing their work and I'm not, and you're not doing your work either. So do your work. An example of this is I had to go back to work because the lifestyle that my dude was providing at the time, now my ex, he couldn't provide a lifestyle for me that I 100% wanted or what I was used to. So what did I do? I went back to work. I didn't sit here and nag him for a year, nag him for a month. I waited 2 months, was waiting for the paperwork to go through, got my shit together, back online, I have all these things going now because I put that on everything. You have to believe in yourself. Unless you have somebody that's really riding with you and they show you that they'll be in the trenches, not even the trenches with you, but it's kind of like, it's a hard, even the trenches, you like, yo, I gotta go here. I gotta go pick up this golden star. This is the only place that I can get this golden star. And that golden, the trenches to me would be working hard every day, staying up late, grinding hard every day. Like you having to come up with multiple ideas, multiple ways of income. And that is kind of the world that we're living in right now. If you don't have a high skilled trade, I'm living in America, so I don't know where you guys are watching this, but you have to have a high skill trade, or you have to be able to manipulate the system because groceries are getting higher. You can't afford health care. Most of the time people have the choice to take care of their body so they don't have to afford the expensive healthcare that they need, but instead they'd rather go to work. So please stop blaming your inconsistencies and you not showing up on other people or even on the situations that happen in your life when literally you could have just showed up. You could have went to work extra day. You could have put this out on time. You could have meditated a little bit more if your life is chaotic. You could have actually slowed things down. If your life is always at a speed where you're always going and you don't slow things down and you don't care about like how you affect other people because you got what you need, when you actually need something and you actually need people to be there for you, you passed up a whole lot of other people to get what you wanted because you thought that one, that they weren't valuable. They weren't like helping you get to your goal and you didn't see the value and what they bring to the table. And a lot of the time, you didn't spend the time to figure out what they brought to the table. And That's just kind of what it is. So the breadcrumbing is coming from a place, and I definitely think collective, we're right here thinking that we deserve more when all you have to do is stand up to be on the same level as this person who's handing out the breadcrumbs. And that's all you have to do. And you just have to stand up to it. And what comes next is you standing on your own 2 feet. I'm going to pull another card. We have the King of Swords. I feel like there's somebody in your life. I feel like you guys are wanting to be the King of Swords, right? You guys are wanting to be the person that's cutthroat, that doesn't have any emotions. I'm also getting for another group of you, you have someone in your life that is the King of Swords, that has no emotion, that's cutthroat. They don't monitor what they say. They think that they come off very intuitive. I'm not going to lie, the King of Swords is all logic. But if you don't have emotional intelligence, you're not as smart as you think that you are, because as people, you can't just keep forcing out the narrative that, oh, you should have made a better choice because, you know, you're being emotional about this situation and X, Y, and Z. And then most of the time, the people that are these King of Swords, what do they care about? They care about going to work. They care about making money. They don't ever care about making the world a better place, do they? They care about making their business so they can do X, Y, and Z, or I'm going to sell my business, or I'm going to be able to use this money over here. And they don't care where the money is going as long as it's producing money. And those are 2 different type of people that we have in our world. And I don't really care that it happens because we do need schools, we do need buildings, but it's the fact that everyone's trying to produce at the same time, and everyone's producing in areas that are not great for the economy, and then looking back and being like, oh, well, I don't have time for this and I'm stressed out because I'm trying to build a business that does nothing for nobody in the community whatsoever. Like, that's crazy to me. So I think that you guys will start seeing yourselves in this more logical sense as we approach June. As we are in June, I think a lot of you are going to start understanding that you have to be more logical and less emotional with people, because everyone right now is emotional, but it's like an influx of like emotions. It's also like it's a push and pull. What's their emotions? They go back to logic, they go back to emotions, they go back to logic, they go back to emotions. And what we're asking is put them together. Have a filter system. Okay, how does this make me feel? How does this make the other people around me feel? How does this better our situation? Are we going to both have to sacrifice something? What's something that I can sacrifice to make the situation better? And what's something that I can ask them to sacrifice? If they're not going to sacrifice, if they don't want that sacrifice, ask them the question, are you willing to sacrifice anything in this situation to make it better? You guys are not really paying attention to the focus and like the determination. We need to get back to the determination and the motivation that keeps us as a community. I've been seeing ants a lot lately, y'all. And ants represent community, working on projects that are good for you. They're going to be prosperous and they're going to work out. And the only thing that I can think of is like everything that I've been working towards is just trying to give other people opportunities so they can do what their dreams are, whether you're a kid, whether you're an adult. It's like, what do you want to do? What do you want to aspire today? How can we work on that? And that's what feeds your soul. You guys aren't feeding your soul because you're not doing anything that you don't like to do. And then you're just like, well, this is supposed to make me money. Okay, when you were a kid, did you even know anything about money? No, you just went outside and you had fun all day. And okay, so let's get to the next card before I start going on a rant. I have the Page of Pentacles. It seems like this person who's a King of Swords wants to come in and send you a message. It seems like this person has like money issues. It seems like this person, I'm going to be real specific with you guys. For half of you guys are thinking about like a new opportunity that could be like prosperous to you. But for the other of you guys, someone wants to send you a message and just kind of see if the opportunity is still available to be with you, to connect with you, to maybe see if there's an opening. Can I get more clarity about this Page of Pentacles, please? Sorry, there's a lot of channel messages. It's not that I'm not trying to read the cards like how I usually do. I just think I read them differently because I don't necessarily need cards to tell you guys what's going on. But I like it. It's fun. You know, you get right on the point. I don't have to tell you like a whole story and then decipher through it. So I needed to know more about this Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Left Out in the Dark. So this person wants to let you know Probably about yourself, right? This person wants to let you know about yourself, that they've been talking to other people about you. Like I said, for some of you, this person wants to come in and have a message. For another of you, with the Ace of Swords and the Ace and the Five of Pentacles, I will say that because you having like new opportunity, you might feel like you're on the outside of the opportunities that are happening, right? I think a lot of you guys, not a lot of you, but some of you, remember there's two groups. I'm talking to the group that is trying like a new opportunity and might have like a new idea, but still trying to like work it out. You feel like you're on the outside, like you still are in the group, right? But you're on the outside. Like, let's imagine like these people. Well, it's this one too. Like if you kind of see here, I'll scoot it back. There's a person here. They're walking right past the church that has literally all the pentacles. And then you wish that you had the pentacle and you're like, man, I wish I had more pentacles and people to share it with and a place to share it. So this is kind of like also you, but it's like literally you're looking this way for the pentacles and the pentacles are like right here in front of you. And it's the people that most likely like you're talking to already. So I think a lot of you with this page of Pentacles, you feel like you're on the outside of people who are getting better opportunities, people who are getting like really good opportunities, like the opportunities that I'm getting. Like you guys are literally watching people receive like their gifts, and like it's literally like watching other people open up gifts on Christmas, and you're just hoping that one of the gifts under the tree is for you. I know, and it hurts like that. And I'm sad that it hurts like that, because that's what I'm really feeling. I'm feeling a lot of you guys are watching other people get their opportunities and you're not getting your opportunity. You don't know why. There's a part of you that feels stuck. There's a part of you, and you'll still move forward. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you're stuck in bed. I'm just saying you're stuck in the sense of like, oh, why is this part of me not fulfilled? Why is this part of me still yearning for something? Like I have a lot of the things that I initially didn't have before. And it's because a lot of you guys aren't releasing. Release the need to want to have more. Release the need for things to be perfect. Thrive in the chaos. Laugh at the stupidity. Have some humility in your life where it's not like obviously making fun of other people, but have some humility in your life when it comes to yourself. Like, it's okay to be not the smartest. It's okay to not be at like the career pinnacle where you want to be at. It's okay to take chances on yourself, because the more you keep thinking that you're trying to do something and be productive, you need to sit your ass down. And that's what the problem is. You keep feeding your body stuff. You keep feeding your conscious stuff. You keep feeding your soul and your mind, and you keep feeding it just nonsense. You're feeding it crap. And I said this in a video before, and it is myself. I feel like it is a part of myself too, because I haven't been eating as healthy as I should have been. And I've been like in this mood where like unfortunate things have been happening to me at one time after time. There's like my friend passing, my birthday, the dude who I was dating, like he made my birthday horrible, and then he tried to blame it on me, and he still tries to blame it on me, but it's my birthday. I think I can get drunk. And it's just one of those things where it was something every week for 2 months. It was something every week. And now I'm at a place where it's just like, I got to be more logical, because obviously the people that I chose to keep in my close proximity, they're not producing how I'm expecting them to, and they're not like reciprocating the love and energy that I'm giving out. And the only way, and that's why Mother Earth is dying, is because we're not giving back to Mother Earth. We're not taking care of ourselves. We're not giving back to the community and making sure that we're eating naturally. We're not doing any perma farming. We're like living off of these huge corporations that are destroying our atmosphere and the Mother Earth. And what happens when your body and things get too much and it just becomes like overload? It burns out. So a lot of you guys are going to get burnt out because there's no release, and you're just taking in and you're consuming on your phone, and you're never just sitting in the moment. You're never, putting your feet in like the grass. Like, get off of social media. Stop listening to like everybody and like what their opinions are. It's going to be really frustrating to get to the point where you need to be in the future if you're always at this place where you feel like you need to consume. Okay. So with this Ace of Swords here for the other people, and then I'll post some of these cards and then I'm done. For the other people who I was saying that this person wants to come in and bring a message to you, they probably want to tell you like how harsh you've been towards them or how like their life has been so difficult. They want to write you a message, most likely letting you know that they feel like you pushed them out and you didn't give them a chance to like stand up for themselves, or maybe you saw them in a bad light before, maybe they want to apologize for it. Tell me more about this person's behavior before shutting out this reading. What else does this person want to share in this message? I could change, but I won't. This person is not ready to admit that they were wrong in the situation. What else? Tell me about this person. Oh, baby. So this person, I think, plays mind games with you. The fact that we have the color purple as well. Obey me in the color purple, that also lets me know that this person is playing like a very like logical manipulative game. And I was telling you with the King of Swords already that this person's all logic. There's also purple on their cape. This person is also trying to play the part with you so much where like they'll turn off all their emotions just so they can have control over you. Also, I could change, but I won't. That is their energy. So pink, that is their energy. That's how they feel truly. So like, that's like what their subconscious is saying. So even though you're like, oh, well, this person hasn't hit me up, they haven't XYZ, and they haven't this and that, it's the fact that they're showing you with your actions, and that's why they're saying I could change, but I won't. Like, that's why I show you sometimes like I can like do these things that you're asking me for, but I just don't want to do it. And that's why they don't do it. Anything else about this person before I close out this reading? I want to cater to you. So again, it's orange. This is where their pleasure lies, in the sacral chakra. And I think that initially deep down, they want to give these things to you. They want to be a better person. But guess what? They're only thinking up here. They're thinking with their third eye, and they're thinking with their intuition. That means all logic, all the rest of this is cut off. They're cut off from their root chakra. They're cut off from grounding themselves. They're cut off from pleasure. They're cut off from things that make them happy. They're cut off from things that activate their heart. So I guess what's going to activate this person to change? I'm awkward. Okay. Anything else? Who cares if you're awkward? Embarrassing. Okay, that could be your energy, because I definitely feel like this person feels like they're awkward, and the embarrassing comes from like they feel like they're going to embarrass themselves all the time when they talk to you. Anything else that they need to tell me before I close out this reading? RSVP. And sex addict. So this person most likely, and again, it's the root chakra. The person in your life, and you guys know who I'm talking about, whether it's sexual, romantic, a friend, this person has a vice in their life, and they think that it's like it could run through their mind constantly, but they don't act on it. And the RSVP means that they want to set up a date pretty much to, you know, like maybe after this message, they might want to lead it up to having like this moment. But I think that this person has a very addicting personality, which means that they don't know how to ground themselves. They don't have discipline. They probably have not had discipline in their life for a really long time. And I guess the advice that I can give you guys is, if you're not really feeling this person and you're not feeling like what they're bringing to the table, you don't have to accept it. Use your intuition. And ghosting. So yeah, this person's ghosted you. Use your intuition, you know, see how you feel about that. Focus on your finances. Sorry this message was so short, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight. I would be very careful. I'm seeing a lot of purple. Protect your energy, protect your third eye. Don't let people play in your energy. Don't let people try to get you in your head about the decisions that you've made, because it seems like this person has a really strong sense of like, I don't want to say like craftsmanship, but this person knows how to get into people's heads at a psychological level, especially if they think that they know you. There's a lot of pink and purple here, third eye and intuition. And I want to give you one last message before I leave. Ooh, I'm fed up. And right at the bottom, look, again, drug addiction. This person's very angry that I'm actually in their energy, because the next one was too old to be acting like this. I can't believe in you. I don't even believe in myself. I'm ungrateful. And time to let go. So I'll stop there. I have a lot of good messages in here as well. I made these messages that were just predicted. So the fact that all these came out, this person's spiraling and they don't want to let you know. And when it comes to work, again, they're spiraling and they don't want to let you know. Focus on your finances, protect your energy, go outside and go ground yourself, put your feet in some grass. And I love you and I'll talk to you later. Bye.